Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking my channel. My name is Ciarra Lashaune and I am so glad to finally be back on YouTube. I've kind of been gone for like months and since the beginning of the summer, and there's several reasons for that. I mean, I was just really busy this summer. Like, I was a leadership fellow for my sorority, so I was gone for a while doing that, and then in Massachusetts, and then I was in Florida serving in a youth ministry for the summer as well for about a month, and then I went to Virginia with family, and so I just kind of been, and then I went to the Bahamas, and that's when there was an accident with my camera. It got like overheated, and somehow, this is gonna sound crazy, I promise you I'm not lying, somehow the heat from outside like changed the shape of my lens. So like now when I try to film on my camera, it does not actually even go through. So I've had to settle for a different camera, and yeah, we'll see how this is going. I think that just if you have the great lighting, then you're straight. But anyways, today I just kind of wanted to do a her story video. If those of you don't know what her story is my series where I just really, I'm real honest about things that I'm going through. Real honest, raw. And it's just mainly because I want you to experience that as well. I think that there's freedom in being honest, and there's freedom in your truth and your honesty. And not only for yourself is it freeing, but it's also free for the other person, whoever you're sharing with. If you're ready to share, if you're to that point where you're sharing, I think that it matters a lot to share that, be able to share that with somebody else who might be going through the same problem. So today is her story. I kind of just want to talk about this relationship that I was in for the past couple months. And it's kind of crazy because I was dating this guy, and we've dated in the past, and like for an extended time. Like, we had a nice relationship in the past, but that past was before I was saved. So the person that he knew then is not the person that I am now. But I missed him because we had that history. He was like my best friend in high school. He was the only guy I hung out with when I was in a relationship with him. I didn't really have any other friends, like even girls. I just didn't have any other friends. He was my number one friend, my only friend. And so we got back connected, started dating again. And yeah, I just have to be real honest and transparent about that, because I think that a lot of times we try to we go back to our exes, or we just date somebody else. It doesn't even have to always be an ex, but I think that's something that we can all relate to. Is, well, not all of us, but most of us, many of us can relate to dating someone who is just not good. They're not good for you, at least not right now. And there was just, or you've just been hurt by someone that you're in a relationship with. So for me, this person, like, you know how people, they act all sweet and stuff at first, and then it's like after you get through like that sweetness, real stuff starts happening. And he stood me up multiple times, and I should have never let it get to that point. But he stood me up. One day he told me he was going to pick me up at like 10 in the morning because I had to be at work at 3. So he said he would hang out with me. He said he would pick me up at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock, the morning came, 10 o'clock came. He never showed up. As a matter of fact, he never called me the entire day, never called me or texted me the entire day. And I ended up calling him at like 9 o'clock at night, like, are you okay? Are you okay? I left a voicemail because he didn't answer. He hadn't talked to me that whole entire day. And it was like 1 in the morning. I was with my friends. And like any girl, if your boyfriend hasn't called you in a whole day, and I'm not an obsessive girl, but if you you go by off of what's normal, and what was normal was he would talk to me every day. And what's not normal is for you to say that you're going to pick someone up and never show up. That's not normal. And then to not talk to them for the entire day. So I'm with my friends, and we're over here like, oh my gosh, what if something happened to him? What if something, because we're women and we start to worry. So we were like, what if something happened? Then my boyfriend calls me like the next day, like that Saturday, and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't come get you. I'm sorry, I haven't talked to you all day. He really didn't have an excuse. It was just like, I'm sorry. I was hanging out with my friends. What? So anyways, like, and that happened multiple times, because even later on that day he told me I should come over to come visit him. I came over his house to go visit him. He wasn't there, and he said he wasn't even gonna be coming home. He went out again with his friends. So I kind of just went through that in this relationship, and it was just multiple things. But I just made the wrong choice of friendship, and I had to realize, and this is what I want to say also for those of you who are Christians and you try to date someone who you dated in your past, or there's someone who you just know you're not supposed to be with. One thing I learned from that is, like, the guy that I was with, my boyfriend, he loved the old Ciarra. Like, he knew the old Ciarra, and his friends knew the old Ciarra. So me being who I am today, like this new creation, I'm not that old Ciarra. The old Ciarra has passed away. Like, she's not even here anymore. And it's like I was resurrecting her just to please him. And it wasn't healthy for me, because now I'm looking like Bobo the Fool when my boyfriend's standing me up, cheating on me, getting cursed out by him and his friends. Like, that's not okay. And I can't remember the last time I've been in such a destructive relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in bad relationships in the past, but I know that that wasn't, like, that's not God's intention for me, and that's not his intention for you either. So, like, we gotta really find ourselves and find love for ourselves, because I think I was just really it wasn't even a low place. It was really just, we had this history. And I think we have to think about just the love that Jesus has for us, and know that that's what we deserve. That's what our husband should love us like. Nothing less than that. Nothing less. I mean, our husbands can never love us like the same way Christ loves us, but he needs to protect us like Christ protects us, and hold, he needs to, our husband can never love us as much as Christ loves us, but our husbands should love us, and with a pure love. Our boyfriends, whoever we're with, should love us with a pure love. And so what I learned from that situation is, I kind of thought about, like, just randomly, just lists of things that I don't like in guys and things that I want guys to have. And I encourage you to do that, guys and guys. You write down a list about women, and then girls, you write down a list about guys, about what are the things, what are the no's, you know what I mean, like the non-negotiables. Because I know that sounds so cliche, like make a list, but seriously, because when the next person walks into your life, you need to take a look back at that list and make sure, and don't put stuff on that list that's like minor, like physical. I mean, you can, that's your business, but what I'm encouraging you to do is do more so important like things other than everything except physical. You know what I mean? Like things like, okay, the next guy that I'm with, I want him to pick me up from my house. I don't want to have to drive to his house, or whatever the case is. Like, I'll meet him if we're going out to eat, if we're going somewhere, but don't expect me to drive to your house every time you want to hang out. And that's another thing that's also on my list, is I don't want to hang out with you at your house. Like, we're not married. I don't need to be at your house. So make a list of things that are just non-negotiable. Oh, he doesn't open up the door for you? Okay, no thank you. I saw a man at church. He stopped in the middle of traffic, y'all. He sure did. And he was a wonderful man, a guy. He stopped in the middle of traffic, leaving the church parking lot, stopped his car to get his wife from the front of the church, stopped his car, walked to the other side of the car to open up the door for his wife. And this car is all around, like, okay, God, okay, like, we trying to get out of this parking lot. But he didn't say, like, honk at his wife, like, hurry up and get in the car. He literally stopped his car, walked to the other side of the car, and opened the door for his wife, and waited for her to get in the door, and get in the car, closed the door, went back in inside, and then started driving. And so that's, like, it's growing just my non-negotiables. And I'm not asking for too much. I'm asking for what I want and what I desire. And I believe that God is going to be faithful to give it to us, because he gives us good things. He gives us good gifts. So he's not going to give us no halfway, package. So, I just think that when it comes to what I learned from that, and just being, sister to brother, sister to sister, is figure out the things that you don't like. Look back on those past relationships and say, okay, I really didn't like when this person did this. Not because you're holding it against them. We forgive people. We forgive people. But look back and say, say that's not a quality, or that's just something that I don't want the next person to do. And that's okay. I don't want, if he stands me up, I don't want that. Or the next person I'm with, I don't want someone who goes days without talking to me. When I was in a relationship with this guy, we went a whole week without talking at one point. Like, the man, I talked to him on like Friday. He didn't talk to me until the very next Friday. Like, not even Friday. It was like Saturday, because he texted me at like 2-3 in the morning. That's insane. That's absolutely, and I mean, unless you like the president or something, and you just can't respond, you're just that busy. Or you're a celebrity and you're on tour or something, you're just that busy that you can't contact someone. But for you to just be regular and then go a whole week without talking to me, and so yeah, I had to cut it. But no hard feelings. Like, I still have a lot of love for that guy, and I'm still like really asking God to heal my heart from that and just make me smarter. Like, let's be real, I really, really like that person, and I'm really asking God to just heal my heart, and that God's love will be enough, so I won't seek love to fill all these other voids with other people. So I'm just being honest with you. So if you could relate, really think about what are some non-negotiables. What are some things that you just are not going to settle for in your next and last relationship? Because your next relationship, by the grace of God, will be the last, hopefully, that we are tying knots and getting married. So thank you so much. Follow me on social media, the whole spiel, because I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend too. Message me, email me, whatever. I'm here for you. Subscribe to my channel, please, so you can get more videos like this. I love you, and God loves you even more.